Daredevil Born Again has managed to drop a better episode every single week, and the episode that just came out is easily my favorite of the entire series so far. Just Born Again, not the original Netflix series. Don't get mad at me. We got to start it off with the guy who's slowly but surely becoming one of my favorite MCU villains and characters in general, and who honestly probably deserves his own special presentation. Bullseye was the main star of this episode, starting with his point of view, how he starts the day, him enjoying a little banana milkshake at the diner to start the day, you feel me? And I can totally see why Brad Winderbaum was hyping this scene up in his interview with the Escape Pod, because this lived up to the hype for sure. Everything from Bullseye drinking his banana milkshake like he drank the banana protein, disgusting by the way, to him calling in the fake call about Frank Castle's Punisher and being like, he has a gun, monotone as hell, to the way he got to work, the way he was throwing down in the kitchen like he was actually cooking up some eggs. Instead, he was cooking up some human stew. But I thought this was great on so many different levels, from a writing standpoint, from an action standpoint, from a character standpoint. Bang, bang, bang. Honestly, I could probably spend this entire video just talking about Bullseye and everything that he did in this episode, because this scene was great. His scene where he finally got to meet up with Daredevil again and they boxed it out. Oh my gosh, they were throwing major hands. So that's not what we're here to talk about. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, this episode was amazing. It had character development on all sides, side characters and main characters. It pushed the story forward with the BB storyline, with Daniel Loki seeing her get the chip that had all the interviews on it. I wonder if he's going to mention that next episode. But the thing that stands out amongst all is Bullseye pulling up the Fisk's boxing match. Why is Fisk boxing somebody? I was wondering that at first. But it's all to lure Bullseye out. It's all a trap. We gotta talk about that Fisk boxing match real quick though, because why in God's green earth would you fight this man? The weight difference was 100 pounds. You better have gotten a mean payday, my boy. And half of that money's going to the medicals. That's crazy. But yeah, this scene of Bullseye pulling up and murking everybody that Fisk is involved with. I mean everybody. If you were in civilian clothes and you were still an op, he figured you out. Like, that's how good his aim was. This scene was fucking incredible, bro. Everything from Bullseye pulling up to Vanessa pulling out a Glock and saying, I ain't scared of you, nigga. Showing the Glock to him, to shooting him. She got a good shot off on him too. And then he was like, you know what? I can repay that favor. He threw this like little statue thing at her that Fisk blocks with his belt. And then Fisk takes the gun. He's like, hey, I can shoot you too, nigga. All that happened just for Daredevil to save the gay again. Poor Daredevil. This dude's always getting in the middle of some bullshit. It looked like Vanessa was saved. It was all for naught. Because when she turned to the left and there was a shard in her head, my jaw dropped to the floor. I definitely thought there was a chance they would off Vanessa in this season, the way they were talking about it and the way they were low-key hinting at it with her conversation with the governor. The governor saying, can you control Fisk? Nobody control that man now. Holy crap, he's about to be a menace. I mean, this visual with Fisk with the Glock in his hand is a great visual to tell us what is to come for the rest of the season. He's about to be no holds barred. He's about to take no prisoners, or take all prisoners. Episodes like this just remind you that when the MCU's on their game, they are on their game, man. The MCU has been cooking with fish grease this year, and I'm excited to see it continue. People say that the second half of the season gets even better. How could it top this episode? I can't wait to see and find out. I mean, that's my quick thoughts on Daredevil Born Again. You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to know y'all's though in the comments down below. Let's talk about it, man, because you know we gotta talk about it. All this good stuff going on. Simple.